One of my favorite things about the brand new 2018 Honda Goldwing is the paint. The finish is absolutely beautiful. But one of my first concerns was, how am I going to keep this paint clean and protected? Today on Cruise Man's Garage, I'm going to talk to you about something a little different. I'm going to talk to you about the paint on your Goldwing. Now, I'm specifically talking about my 2018 Goldwing, but this really could apply to any Goldwing or any motorcycle for that matter. On the 2018, there's a lot of little nooks and crannies and intricate little places that you have to get into to kind of get the bike clean. If you've washed your bike once or twice, you already know what I'm talking about. So there's all these little problem areas, and it's really a challenge when it comes time to wax the motorcycle or polish it. I mean, getting into all those little areas and letting the polish or the wax dry and then, wiping it off is really a pain in the rear. So I have recently come across a product line that I'm becoming a really big fan of, and I want to introduce you to it because I think it's something that's really kind of revolutionary. And these are some products from a company called Aerolon. One is the show polish.
This show polish is an aviation grade all-in-one polish and base coat sealant. You can remove micro scratches, water spots, and oxidation and bug spots. It's safe to use on paint, glass, acrylic, plastic, fiberglass, metal, just about any surface.
You basically put it on and you let it dry or cure, and then you wipe it off. Now, I tested this on just a small area on my Lexus because I had some black plastic that was kind of marred and looked like it had little tiny scratches in it. So I thought, well, this would be a good test. So I tested it out on a small section on that Lexus, and it worked beautifully, really worked well. It does protect the paint as well as polish it. So you could use the show polish on your whole bike, and that's all you'd have to do. But the real revolutionary product from Aerolon is this TechShine product here. And this is the product that was developed primarily for aircraft use. So I'm going to read to you what the company, how they define TechShine. TechShine is a highly specialized, moisture-activated, cross-linking polymeric clear coat film. Wow, what a mouthful. Now let me tell you what it means. You basically don't have to put this product on, wait 20 minutes, and then wipe it off. And what TechShine is going to do is going to completely change the way you protect the paint on your motorcycle. Let me explain the process of how this product is applied, because that's what makes it pretty unique. First of all, I took my 2018 Goldwing out to the driveway in the morning while I've still got some shade. You never want to wash or wax or do anything on your paint in direct sunlight. And the first step is to completely wash the motorcycle, just like you normally would.
Now, if your motorcycle's already clean like mine usually is, you don't really need to wash it. Just give it a good rinsing.
So after you've washed the motorcycle, you rinse it off, and then before you dry it off, you don't let the water dry and you don't dry it off. You go right then and you apply some of this TechShine. First, you shake it up really good. And the reason you want to shake it up really good is because over time, this product will separate if it sits in the bottle. And that's why I left this gallon bottle of TechShine sit for a few days, so you can actually see how the product has separated. Well, it does that in the small bottle too, so you want to make sure you shake it up really good to get it mixed good before you apply it to the wet sponge. And they give you this sponge. So you get the sponge wet, and while the bike is still wet, you start wiping that product onto the wet paint. And you'll see immediately it start to kind of bead and react with the water. Now, you immediately, after you've applied it on the paint, you immediately rinse it off. And when you rinse it off, this stuff activates and it will start beading immediately. It's actually pretty incredible the way it works. So while the bike was still wet, the paint was still wet, I went ahead and applied it a second time because it really doesn't take that long to do. It just takes a few seconds to wipe it on. And I rinse it off. And then I did it a third time. And after the third time, the difference is unbelievable. The water just sheds right off the paint. I even pulled my Bushtec trailer out of the garage which happens to be vinyl wrapped with flat black vinyl. And this stuff works on that too. You literally use it on just about any surface. Lots of surfaces where you can't use a wax or a polish. And you can see in the video, it looks amazing. It just sheds the water right off when you rinse it off. You know, after I washed the bike and dried it off, I'm so excited about it, I pulled the Lexus out into the driveway. And I thought, you know, this will be a better demonstration. I could put it on half of the hood on the left side of the car and show you the difference in how it sheds the water when you rinse it off. So you do it the same way. You wash the car, you basically rinse it off, and then I just applied it on the wet sponge to half the hood and rinsed it off, and you can see in the video how it sheds the water off. And I did the car 3 times just like I did the bike. It only took me about 15 minutes to do the whole car 3 times. And, you know, it would take me 2 to 3 hours to do a traditional wax job on that car because it's a small SUV, so it takes some time.
With TechShine, there's no need to do just a section at a time. After rinsing off the entire bike, just keep it wet like you would when washing it. Add a small amount of TechShine to the applicator pad as needed, and then coat the entire bike. Coat the painted surfaces, the chrome, the black plastic, the engine covers, the windscreen, and the dash. Then when you've coated the entire bike, rinse thoroughly to activate the polymers. After that final rinse, you can then blow dry or hand dry the bike. So I'm really sold on this product. I think it's really great. I'm excited about it. I think it's something you should look into and consider it and give it a try on your bike. And if you use it, put it in the comments down below. Let me know how you like it and how it worked for you on your bike. Anyway, if you like this video, please take time to subscribe to my channel and check us out on Facebook, check us out on Instagram, and don't forget theglforum.com and cruisemansgarage.com. That's all for now. See you next time on Cruiseman's Garage.